Good morning, Facebook. This is Anna Kowalska. If you're listening, you probably know me, but maybe you forwarded to a friend and they don't. So here I am, and this is who I am. And today I want to talk to you about living a someday life. Before I go anywhere with this, while people are hopefully watching, remember the wings that I made a few months ago? They're still hanging, like on that paper that I made them on. Hi, Betty. They're hanging in my living room. And here are my boxes right behind me. I'm packing and I'm leaving. And the wings, those very wings, were the beginning of my I am not living a life journey. And realization that with everything that I've done, with all the people that I coached and everything that I've thought and everything that I was think I was living by, and if you looked outside, you probably thought I was living a full life. I was living a freaking someday life. Someday when this happens, this will happen and my life will take off. Someday, when this, then that. And if you relate to this, or you know anybody who relates to this, hey, Rachel, pass it on to them. Hopefully they can learn something from this. Maybe it sparks them up. It sparked me up to dig into my life and find all the places where I wasn't living, where I wasn't authentic to who I am, to how I want to live a life, because I was afraid of so many different things. And here I am for the last 9 years being a coach and teaching about nutrition and money mindset and business and all those amazing things. And you guys probably saw me painting. Hi, Wendy. Big hug. And I don't know what you saw, but I hoped I was coming across as somebody who's really embracing life. And I wasn't. I was still hiding behind the relationships that I chose because I knew that they wouldn't work. I literally chose men to be with that were amazing men, but not for me. So I wouldn't have to really be in the relationship. And when it ended, I had a good reason to end it. I had a good reason to not be in it, because I wasn't in it to begin with. I chose work, I chose businesses, I chose coaching, so many things that I was almost in, almost there. And as soon as something good about it started happening, as soon as it started getting to a place where I would really have to put my whole 100% behind, I would pull back. That's not what I want. That piece of it wouldn't work. And when I realized that, when I had that awakening, when I took a course and I was asked what works in your life, and the only thing I put on a list on what works was my dog, and everything else about my amazing life was on the list of what doesn't work, I had to make a change, and it had to happen then. And that's when I painted the wings, and that's when my Free Your Wings journey started, and it's been going on for 3 months. It happened at the end of Mariusz, hi, my Polish friend from when I was growing up. I wonder how my friends from Poland see me now. I haven't seen them in over 2 decades. Całusy, pozdrawiam. So going back to the wings, I came home at the end of May from a 3-part journey, from a hand analysis mastermind, from my goddess creation, goddess emergence, and then a personal trip to Overlanding Expo, where the bug to live an adventurous life was implanted. And I walked into my apartment and I had this sensation of, I don't live here anymore. And today is 3 months since that day when I walked into my apartment and I said, I don't live here anymore. And hold on, I am going to show you guys the mess. So the wings are still on the wall, but look underneath, all the freaking boxes are all over the place. My art supplies are lined up on my couch because I need to pack them tonight. Some of the stuff are already in the boxes. Look at my art over there in the corner, and a bookcase, and I am packing. I am leaving tomorrow, and I am moving in with a friend for 6 weeks because that's how long I'm giving myself to figure out the next step. And I have this huge vision, and I know what I am bringing through the vision, but it's so freaking huge that I don't even know what the steps to it look like, and I'm letting universe guide me. So I am moving for 6 weeks with a friend, which is going to be an interesting experience, and I embrace it. And while I'm doing that, the wings will keep coming. So Terry, hi Terry, the wings will keep coming. And my vision is to be an artist, to be on a stage in front of thousands of people and inspire with my art and inspire with movement and inspire with words and speak the truth and stop people where they are, spark something in them, make them realize where they are hiding from life, because that's what it was for me. People tell me, oh, you're hiding, you're hiding. Yeah, it's in my hands. Scientific hand analysis. To be in a spotlight, I need to be in a spotlight. I get that. I thrive on a stage. But more than anything, I was hiding from life. And those are the people that I want to reach. I don't care to work with people who need to be on a stage and have a big mission and need to live a huge, grandiose life. I want to get this message to people who feel like they are living a someday life. Like life is not happening right now. They're living a someday life. Someday when I get married, this will happen. Someday when I travel, this will happen. Someday when I this, then I that. There is something that's holding us back. There's something that was holding me back. And I've been digging and digging and digging for really for the last 9 years or even longer. But last 3 months have been an intense twist and turn, ripping apart, looking at every single crevice and letting people see things about me. And a lot of people fell out of my life, and that's okay. And those people who stay will get to see, hopefully, a lot more authentic me, and hopefully will learn something. And hopefully will see how I am embracing no longer living a someday life, but really dealing with things as they happen in a moment and painfully ripping and stripping things apart. If the relationship doesn't work and there is no way to fix it, end it. If you are wanting to do something and you are stopping yourself because some piece is missing, how can you make that work? Put your wings on. What does it mean for you to put your wings on now? Put your wings on now. Let them spread. There is a story of how my wings in my life started, and it was when I was about to get married. And I was standing in a multi-million-dollar house with a whole life put together. I didn't plan to share this, but I think I will. I was waiting with my whole life being put together. 2 dogs, houses, Florida house, cars. I know what it likes to drive a Bentley. I know what it feels like. Everything I could imagine. I could walk into a store, and the stores that I felt comfortable walking into, which was still Stretch, and buy anything I wanted. And I was standing in my bathroom with my then fiance, and he handed over a toothbrush to me because we were packing up our bathroom to be renovated. They were getting to our master suite, and the bathroom was being renovated, and we were just told by our MG that GM, general manager, whatever, general contractor, GC, whatever. Hey, you guys have to empty out the master suite. And hey, Holly, hey, Robin. Mwah. So we woke up, it's Monday morning, we're cleaning out the bathroom, he hands me the toothbrush, and all of a sudden I feel this tightness in my back. This tightness that, hey Lynette, hugs to you. Thanks for being here, everybody. I so appreciate you. And I felt this tightness in my back. I didn't know what it was then. I didn't know about wings. I didn't know anything that I know now. All I knew was there was a tightness in my back that stopped me from breathing, and I couldn't live with the tightness. And I worked ever since then. I ended the relationship. We went back and forth for 7 years because we thought we wanted to be together, and that was really painful. Don't do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Say goodbye, walk away. Seriously, do it. Learn it from me. 7 years after, I was still going back and forth. Whew. And the wings were still, the tightness in my back was still there. There were 2 prongs on my shoulder blades that would not let me feel alive, would not let me relax. They were always there. They would stop me short from breathing. They just physically were there on my back. And one day, while I was doing all this spiritual work that I'm doing, I think it was during one of the priestess sessions that I was in, I got this knowing. I'm like, holy macro. I really said holy F because it was that big. My wings. Those are my wings. They were my wings tied on my back. And for the next few years, I got dug into what does it mean? My wings were tied. Okay, so what do I do about that, right? Like, who do I tell? I feel like I have wings on my back and I feel like they're tied. What do I do with that? And let me show you my wings again because they're still on my wall. They're going to be the last thing that goes down and hopefully I find a way to preserve them, because these wings are the wings that are giving me power and strength and encouragement to share my message and do this work. So for the next few years, I was trying to figure out, who do I talk to? What do I do with these wings? And 3 months ago, I felt them again, and they were spread wide open. My wings were ready to fly. And now that my wings were ready to fly, I could open them up, and all the things in my life felt like I'm ready to spread my wings and fly, whatever that means to me. Pick your own version. All the crap that was making me live a someday life, when my wings open up. Oh, thank you, Lynette. Yeah, that's one of the wings. I know, they're amazing. And they're tremendous, you guys. They're like, I don't know if you saw pictures, but like, they're huge. They're perspective. They're huge. I love them. And I did not take them off my wall. And Free Your Wings is my mission, is the name of my mission. And name of my tour too. So when I spread the wings, I then had all this stuff in my life come up that was making me live a someday life, a life when my wings open. So my mission, through scientific hand analysis, through all the work that I do with people after, is to help everybody who listens to this and chooses to follow me, chooses to follow my guidance, chooses to be in my presence in any way, shape, or form. Find your wings. What does it mean? And find all the ways you stopped yourself from living life now with your wings wide spread, wide open. It doesn't mean that you have to be the next Oprah, because there is so much of that out there. It doesn't mean you have to be the next person who speaks in front of thousands of others. What do your wings look like? What does your life look like when your wings are spread wide open and you feel free, and there is no someday? There is only now, what's happening right now. As I pack my apartment and I choose what comes, what goes, I'm keep asking myself, what comes, what goes, what will keep my wings spread wide open, and what will contribute to closing my wings? That's my question as I go through life. And let me tell you guys, the biggest lesson I'm learning right now about the wings is how money, and this is not about money. I don't teach about money. I used to, and it's a component of what I do teach because I think it's so important. Money will stop you like nothing else on earth, because without everything else you can survive. Without money, perceivably, you cannot. Perceivably. So money will fight you till the very, very last moment, until you spread your wings wide open and say, no more. I'm flying, and I'm going to make a way to make it happen. That's the place I'm in right now, you guys. And that's the embarrassing part, that like with everything I know and teach, with everything that I am, money is teaching me a lesson. And I've been learning money lesson for the last 7 years diligently. 7 years ago, I took a course called The Secret Energy of Money. And I knew then that there was energy to money. And everything, the way I started seeing money in the world, started changing, but my wings were still tied. And as soon as I opened my wings, my money went, pow! No, you're not. You're going to stay where you are. And you're going to find a way to keep living. Yeah, Lynette, you're going to make a way. You're going to find a way to make it happen too. Yes, you are. Because seriously, money, it's playing a game with me. And I'm very presently in a game with it, to keep my wings spread wide open, to complete my vision, to serve and contribute and be everything that I am, because that's what service and contribution means to me, is I get to be, hi Els, my love, everything that I came here to be. My wings need to stay spread wide open, and I'm gonna flap them so people can see me, so people can come into my space and maybe gain something that's going to make them live a someday life and get present with what life right now looks like, what's stopping them, and how they get the hell past it. Through it, around it, I don't care. Spread your wings. Whew, that's my message for today. Thank you so much for everybody who joined. Thank you for everybody who commented. Vanetta, oh my gosh, Vanetta. Mwah. Another friend from far away in New York. I love you guys for joining. I love you guys for staying. I'm going to be sharing a group that I just started, Free Your Wings, if you want to keep learning. And Betty, oh, thank you, Betty. Mwah. Yes, my wings. I feel like an angel with my wings. I do. And I hope that as I flap my wings, people can hear me, see me, and understand that that's exactly what's possible for them in their own version. Don't forget scientific hand analysis, because that's how I got to my wings. That was the first step when I truly, fully saw myself. And everything that I knew that I was confirmed for me. And ever since then, it's been like my North Star. What I heard from my hand analysis 5 years ago was like my North Star. And when everything goes down and shit goes down, oops, crap goes down, what I learned, what I knew was already me in a hand analysis, and it was confirmed in a hand analysis, has been my guiding star and forever will be. And I keep digging and learning more, and I keep finding out more pieces from past lifetimes, because I'm a junkie, I'm a spirit junkie, and I live a spiritual life in a human body. So I do a lot of digging in a physical life, but I also ask Celestial for help, and I do past lives, and I go for Reiki, and I do all these things that help me, Akashic records, and for the last 3 months I've dug into everything that I've ever experienced in the past. I bunched it up, and so many women came to help me to oh, thank you, Terry. Help me to uncover all this crap that's in my hand was showing up as blocks. And I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I may post another video a week from now and say, nothing's happening, and I don't know why nothing's happening. But I want to be raw and authentic and honest, because I am done living a someday life. I am done living an almost life, you guys. So many things almost happen in my life that I always wanted to happen, and I'm done with that. And I want everybody who feels like they're living almost got this, almost have this is perfect except for, which means almost, and someday when it then, no more, guys. There is no room for that. There is no room for that. And if you want support and help and somebody who gets you, please come into my world. I will post a link in this thread so you can join my group on Facebook. I'm going to be doing lives and all other things. Erica, Shrek, love you. I'm going to be sharing a lot vulnerably, and I'm going to be supporting you guys any way I can with my journey. So hopefully you can learn something, you can get sparked, and you can really come alive in whatever way that means to you. And you guys, I thought I was alive, and I thought I was living a life. And if you met me, you probably thought that I was. And maybe some of you will never see the difference, but believe me, I know the difference. I know that for the last, how many years, when I was living a conscious awake life, I was still living hiding from life, and still living in someday when I then world. And it showed up in a craziest, tiniest little ways. People would say like, someday, why not now? I'm like, what do you mean? When I moved, then I moved 25 times, so I never had to. And when this relationship reaches a certain level, and it never did because I couldn't let it. And when I blah, blah, then I blah, blah, and blah, blah never happened. If you guys relate to this, if you at all feel like this resonates, I'm going to plop a link, join my Facebook group, let's chat there. I want to make it a safe space for us to exchange, share, support each other. And then in any way I can support you guys, I'll be there. Thank you for being here. I love Facebook for giving me this flavor of being able to speak to people who are willing to listen and feel like I am on a stage, like I am getting to spread my wings in front of you. And there are actually people who are paying attention, hopefully learning something, and I get to share myself. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I go off to keep packing my boxes because the truck arrives tomorrow. So I love you, stay tuned, and find your wings, spread them. If you want me to help you spread them, come into my world, because I know how to do it now. I've done it, and I'm keeping them wide open no matter freaking what. Love you.